Hi everyone, it's Terri Tomoff. I am hailing here from Annapolis, Maryland. We're going to a quilt shop. I'm with my friends, Debbie Hoppe and Susie Stevenson, and they are guild mates and bee mates, and I love them dearly. And today is September 26th of Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and I'm thrilled to be here to talk about friendship, how friendships really help, especially women with kids in the hospital, and how the quilting, how it really helped me get through tough moments. And I'd like to start with Susie. Talk about that with me a little bit.
Well, I remember when Ryan was at Duke with for his bone marrow transplant, and Terri actually drove up to our quilt retreat, and I don't remember what year that was. You probably do, but she spent the weekend with us sewing, and she needed to do that for her mental health, and I always admired her for doing that.
Oh man, yeah, that was either 2004 or 2005, probably in the spring of 2005. And then we also, as our guild members and bee members, we're making all kinds of quilts for people, kids quilts. We're doing, talk a little bit about the community quilts that we do.
Well, I specifically remembered recently, a few years ago recently, Terri wanted to take 30 or 40 quilts to Ethiopia. And so she got up to the guild, in front of the guild, and said, I need 30 quilts in a month and a half. And so in a couple weeks, she had 35 quilts, children's quilts to take to Ethiopia. So that's what we do.
Yeah.
We are a small guild, but everybody loves to sew and loves to quilt, and we all quilt for many reasons. One of them is to give back to our community. So
we're
Terri
small but mighty.
Yeah, and we're mental health too.
Yeah. And
Susie came out of my house, and between me, Bill, and Susie, we squeezed those quilts, rolled them up so small so I could get them in one big suitcase. And Deb Hoppe, what about friendship and all?
Well, I met these ladies in 2015, so we've been friends for 10 years now, and it's been my pleasure to be a member of a bee in a guild with them. And we like to retreat together and create together, and to be able to give back to the community is one of the fun and special parts of what we do.
Right. And you have a special thing that you're going to read to us.
Well, I'm going to read from a book by a woman named Kate Bowler. If you don't know her, look her up. She's pretty inspiring, a woman of deep faith. She teaches at Duke University, and she's a cancer survivor.
Okay.
And she writes books titled things like The Lives We Actually Have. And so this one, I need to put some readers on it.
Okay, that's fine.
This one is about, she writes what she calls blessings, and they're for different things. So this is a blessing for friends who hold us up. God, you called me to love, but people are inherently risky. Telling my story, being known, asking for help, complaining again about the thing I worry might sound cliche by now. Shouldn't I be over it already? But something is happening when I am known. I am becoming stronger somehow. I am reminded of the pillars I've seen holding up cathedrals, flying buttresses engineered to provide support for a fragile wall, allowing them to be built taller, more stunning, more covered with ornaments, or filled with stained glass, letting all the colorful light dance in. The walls would collapse without them there, but strengthened, they create something beautiful. God, when I am no longer quite so tall and strong, give me those who hold me up and remind me of who I am and that I'm loved. Yes, I'll get back up again today. Yes, I'll get those kids cereal, and I'll help my parents with an errand. Yes, I'll go to work or come up with something better to do with retirement hours. I will try again. I know I will, because someone else's absurd faith in me is fortifying. So blessed are our flying buttresses, for they hold us up when everything seems ready to come apart, allowing us to face today, not because we're doing it alone, but precisely because we aren't. So
thank you guys so much.
thank you, Kate Bowler.
Oh, thank you, Kate Bowler.
that's what we do. We hold each other up.
Yep.
And I need these ladies to help me up. I wouldn't be standing here today if I didn't have them in my life. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.